And welcome to my weekly Wednesday Lunch and Learn. I'm Natalie Hankins, career confidence and mindset coach. And every week I will be talking about how it is possible to create a profitable, successful business and a joyful, fulfilling life. So today we're going to focus on how to create a life that you love. So drop me some love and drop me a heart if you would like to learn how to create a life that you can get excited about. So, in order to create the life that you want, you have to learn how to focus on the life that you want. So, take a moment to think about what your most amazing life looks like to you. Where are you? Visualize your ideal home where you're surrounded by beauty, whatever that looks like to you. Who is with you? Who are the people that you want to in your life? And what do you enjoy doing with the people that you love? How do you enjoy connecting with them? What does your most fulfilling career look like to you? How do you make your impact on the world? All of this is possible as long as you believe it, as long as you believe you can do it. And you have a passion for accomplishing your goals in your life. And you have that belief, then you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. The only thing that gets in our way is our own limiting beliefs and automatic negative thoughts. We're all human, so we all have limiting beliefs. Unfortunately, 80% of all of our thoughts are negative, according to the National Science Foundation. These negative thoughts and limiting beliefs will stop you from creating the life that you want. And I am certainly not immune to the negative beliefs. Recently, I realized that a thought that I was having was I'm having a hard time fitting in fun into my life. I had to coach myself on this because I learned from the life coach school when I was certified in mindset coaching that our thoughts create our feelings. So I realized that I was creating my own feeling of feeling down with that thought. That thought was not actually the facts, right? It's not impossible for me to fit in fun into my life. And that's what I realized as I coached myself on this was that, you know, I could actually I do have fun. and I listed out all the ways that I do have fun and enjoy my life. So our negative thoughts will cause us to feel and to have negative emotions. So I recommend that you treat yourself with love and compassion and not judge yourself like when you do catch yourself thinking those negative thoughts, because also when we're judging ourselves, that's not empowering either. So empowering thoughts are positive thoughts that we also believe. And that this is why the coaching is so valuable. I help my clients go from the limiting belief or the automatic negative thoughts that they're thinking and help them focus on a more empowering thought that they also believe. As I was coaching myself on the thought, I'm having a hard time fitting fun into my life, I actually realized that I do have fun. So, self coaching is something that I teach my clients. But if you don't know how to coach yourself, that's okay because you could start by journaling. It's so important to have an awareness of the thoughts that we're having and then focus on the vision of the life that we want to create. An easy way to turn things around and feel joy is by really noticing those precious moments that occur in our lives each and every day. If we are focused on the negative, it's easy to forget or even miss altogether those everyday precious moments. So I like to write them down in a separate journal. And I encourage you to also write down and capture those precious moments, like with a photo, video, or in a journal, because I definitely would not remember everything, all of those precious moments, if I hadn't been writing them down. And I think if you'll try this, you'll be surprised that, you forget a lot of things that have happened. And I love doing this because when I do, life has its ups and downs for sure. And on those days that I'm feeling down, I can just look back at those special moments and just remember. And remembering brings me joy, and it helps me with an appreciation of what I already have in my life. It's like Will Smith says in the movie Hitch, life is not about life is not the amount of breaths you take. It's the moments that take your breath away. I love that movie. The key to having moments that take your breath away is having an appreciation for what you have. There is a couple of ways that you can think about this quote. If you think I wish I had moments that took my breath away, and you are longing for something more in your life, then you are most likely going to miss the opportunity to enjoy what you have now. Our thoughts create our results. So when we are longing for something more, that just creates more longing. So I highly recommend a daily gratitude practice. My own gratitude practice is to spend time being thankful for at least 10 people in my life. And I like to combine this practice with my prayer time. So I thank God for the people in my life who I love. You could also do a gratitude journal and write down 10 circumstances or people who you appreciate and who you are thankful for. And gratitude definitely works. I once saw Dr. Phil prescribe a gratitude journal, and that person had to list 60 circumstances that they were thankful for in order to lift their mood, because this person had been diagnosed with depression. So gratitude is proven to boost mood. So I definitely recommend a gratitude practice. One of the most impactful books that helped me to feel appreciation for the life that I have now is called Abundance Now by Lisa Nichols. I especially love the part of the book where she talks about creating affirmations in each area of your life. She actually walks you through how to write your goals as affirmations so that you are focused on your goals from a place of having already achieved them. This is something that I do with my clients and the goal setting strategy that I use. After my clients decide on their annual goal, we visualize that they have already achieved it. Then we write the goal from the future vision of them already having achieved their goal. The reason why it's so effective to do this is because our brains can't tell the difference between what's imagined and what's real. Lisa talks about this in her book, Abundance Now. She gives the example of a study that was done by neuroscientists at Harvard Medical School, in which researchers divided people up into two groups. So one group was actually playing the piano, doing this exercise, and the other group was just imagining that they were doing the same exercise. What happened was in both groups, the area of the brain that was worked while the people were actually playing the piano expanded. And that same area also expanded in the group that was just imagining that they were playing the piano. So, in order to create your most amazing life, spend time visualizing it, and you will receive the benefit of feeling amazing now, because your brain doesn't know the difference between what's imagined and what's real. Feeling good is so important. because our feelings motivate our actions. We have to learn to take responsibility for the way that we are feeling. When we blame others for the way that we feel, we are actually giving our power away. And again, I'm not immune to doing this. So my daughter has special needs, and I found myself getting frustrated whenever she would come into my office while I was working. And I felt like she was bothering me and I couldn't focus on what I was doing. And in a coaching session, my coach helped me to realize that Becca can't actually bother me because my own thoughts create my own feelings. So once I took my power back and realized this, that Becca can't actually bother me, then I figured out what I could do is just close the door to my office and just lock the door. So, you know, negative feelings don't motivate us to take action. That's why it's so important to get to a place where we're feeling positive so that we can take action. Sometimes we need to have a shift in mindset to create the life that we want. I actually have two adult children with special needs. My daughter has Wolff Hirschhorn syndrome, which is a rare genetic disorder where she's missing a part of her fourth chromosome. And my son has autism. So one day I was reading the book Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins to try to figure out what brings people happiness for my son because he also has mood disorder. As I was reading the book, I thought, this is great for me because he talks about using your unique talents and gifts to make your contribution to the world. And that's when I became certified in one of his coaching institutes. And my life changed completely. Before I became a life coach, I spent over 20 years just dedicated to helping my children reach their full potential. But I wasn't actually meeting my own needs. So, and it was just because of that thought. I just thought that I had to do that, right? And I was making it mean that I didn't have time to focus on what I wanted. So, Tony Robbins has a 6 human needs strategy. So, if you're not feeling fulfilled in your life, more than likely one or more of your 6 human needs are not being met. Through the process of certification, as we coached each other on this strategy, I learned how I could meet my own needs. And this is something that I help my clients do. And thank you, Samantha, for the encouragement. Um, so, but it required my own mind shift in mindset. I had to go from thinking that I had to dedicate my whole life to helping my clients reach their full potential to knowing that I actually didn't have to do that. So now, I still have the same circumstances. Still have 2 adult children with special needs still living at home with me. But now I have so much more energy because I'm fueled by my purpose. So now I just have a passion for helping women discover the confidence to live their purpose and make their impact on the world through their lives and their businesses. My workload has basically doubled, but I'm just doing it all now, right? And so to create your most amazing life, I encourage you to pursue your passion and purpose in life. And you may feel like you're living it now, and that's great. Just keep doing what you're doing. But for me, even though I knew I was making a huge contribution to my family, I felt called to do more. One of the best ways to experience joy and happiness is to live in integrity with who you are. I was just talking about this with someone yesterday while networking. I love connecting with people and supporting each other in business. So if you'd like to have a one-on-one with me, just put connect in the comments and we'll schedule a connection call. What creates happiness is being true to yourself and knowing that you honor what you value the most with your time and your actions. How you spend your time is how you spend your life. When I first heard this, I was really struck by the truth of it. That's why the Life Zones values integration strategy that I use is one of my favorites. So, what we do is we identify your top 5 life zones. So, for me, health, career, family, self care are all areas that I'm not willing to compromise in. And then we'll identify the core values that will support you to take action in each of your most important life zones. So, thank you so much. So, your core values that can support you are determination, love, faith, positivity, creativity, authenticity. And I would love to see what your core values are. So, put them in the comments. So, take a moment to think about the core values that support you. And then we identify a supporting thought. And this is really important because, again, our thoughts create our results. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to be focused on a thought that will support you to take the actions that you want to take in order to create the life that you love. The only thing that will stop you from creating a life that you love are your own doubts and limiting beliefs. I would love to help you break through those limiting beliefs and get you on the path towards creating your most amazing life. I offer a free breakthrough session in which we'll discuss your most important life and business goals and how you can break through those limiting beliefs and create the life that you want. Click on the link in the description to schedule a time to talk. I look forward to helping you create your most amazing life.